I am a child of God, and He has sent me here.
Mr. Rogers, would you like to do us a short story?
Yeah, Davey. Let's do something on the guitar. Mr. Rogers and here is David. Hi, Dave.
What you just heard is one of the good parts of the movie that's coming out of the air. It's playing the biggest hit screen. It's called Vacuum Cleaner Attacks. What you hear follows is quite many vacuum cleaner attacks, yes. And parental guidance is suggested in this movie. Vacuum Cleaner Attacks is a movie of pure suggestion to human aggression. But thoroughly, this movie deals with the aspects of life in all ways. So, sit back in your seats, get something to eat, and watch this movie with all the light. But don't let the kitty see it, or else I'll puke. Because, well, we'll let you hear the beginning first. Thank you.
What's stingy? His mom picked the nuts out. Oh, that felt good and drippy.
This is the movie all I've been hearing about. This is the movie called Vacuum Cleaner Attacks.
For millennia, monumentality took in all the aspects of spatiality that we have identified above: the perceived, the conceived, and the lived, representations of space and representational space, the spaces proper to each faculty, from the sense of smell to speech, the gestural and the symbolic. Monumental space offered each member of a society an image of that membership, an image of his or her social visage. It thus constituted a collective mirror more faithful than any personal one. Such a recognition effect has far greater import than the mirror effect of the psychoanalyst. Of this social space, which embraced all the above-mentioned aspects, while still according each its proper place, everyone partook, and partook fully, albeit naturally under the conditions of a generally accepted power and a generally accepted wisdom. The monument thus effected a consensus, and this, in the strongest sense of the term, rendered it practical and concrete. The element of repression in it and the element of exaltation could scarcely be disentangled, or perhaps it would be more accurate to say that the repressive element was metamorphosized into exaltation. The codifying approach of semiology, which seeks to classify representations, impressions, and evocations as terms in the code of knowledge, the code of personal feelings, the symbolic code, or the hermeneutic code, is quite unable to cover all the facets of the monumental. Indeed, it does not even come close, for it is the residual, the irreducible. Whatever cannot be classified or codified according to categories devised subsequently to production, which is, here as always, the most precious and the most essential, the diamond at the bottom of the melting pot. The use of the cathedral's monumental space necessarily entails its supplying answers to all the questions that assail anyone who crosses the threshold. For visitors are bound to become aware of their own footsteps and listen to the noises, the singing. They must breathe the incense-laden air and plunge into a particular world, that of sin and redemption. They will partake of an ideology. They will contemplate and decipher the symbols around them. And they will thus, on the basis of their own bodies, experience a total being in a total space. Small wonder that from time immemorial conquerors and revolutionaries, eager to destroy a society, should so often have sought to do so by burning or razing the society's monuments. Sometimes, it is true, they contrive to redirect them to their own advantage. Here too, use goes further and deeper than the codes of exchange.
Compare that to the answer that Tony Blair gave to a questionnaire that asked him, "What is the last dream you remember?" And he replied, "I don't have much time for sleep, let alone dreams." He doesn't seem to be aware that dreams don't take up any more time than sleep. If you have a 10-minute dream, you don't wake up going, "Oh no, that dream's made me 10 minutes late." That's the marvellous thing about them. You can dream and sleep at the same time.
city. Places and faces changed and changing, becoming the emotions and seeing feelings in every line and joint of flesh and texture, placing hope aside and instead being the seat of experience, languages and eyes blending into the sense of benevolent wonder. Beggars are royalty, with their foreign ambitions brought home. Bless them all. I take trains, not knowing where they are going. I see people I know in strangers. Every sister and brother can be mine, and I theirs. We have nothing but eternal promise. Sunday is not one day, but every day, even when it is cloudy. Don't fake it with thought. The instrument of time is buried deep in the head. With kindness and the touch of a servant, you may enter paradise. Leave behind the desire and loss of thinking when you join with the cosmic body of mankind. Step outside culture and make the stars your wayfare. Can this be truth? Not while you are wondering. Lift the body in song, still the mind in dance.
Welcome back. Thanks for turning over the tape. Or maybe you put it on the wrong side. Someone forgot to rewind, put it on the wrong side, and now you're going, oh man, I gotta rewind the tape. Oh, it's okay. Don't. It's fine. Leave it. Don't say a word. I'm gonna catch you up. We're in a ball pit. But now it's late. It's evening, a full moon. There's a table, candlelight, oysters, cloth, napkins. Here, take a seat. I feel like I can tell you things I've never told a living soul. Care to dance?